Alright, hello everyone, Atrum here, and we're into round one. This hand seems fine. I got a Dragonite Savant for an early blocker. We also have the Bloodfire Mentor to start looting. We have a Winter Flame and a Treasure Cruise, and one of each of our mana. This seems good. Only thing it's missing is the Goblinslide, but whatever, we'll get to one eventually. So we'll figure it all out at some point here. Okay, start off with an island. So I have the choice between... We'll see what my opponent does, whether or not I want to play the Dragonite Savants just straight up as a guy. Okay, Hateblade. So he might be on like Black-White Warriors or something like that. So I have a choice here. I can either just play this, not care about what's in his hand, or I can wait and morph it if I care about what's in his hand. I think I'll wait. Information can be useful. Yep, that's the Chief of the Scale. That makes Winter Flame just a wee bit weaker. I suppose we'll just drop this Bloodfire Mentor then. That'll block up the Chief of the Scale for a while. And then I can play the Dragonite Savants next turn and be ready to morph him on cue, so should be fine. So he'll swing with both things. I'll block the Chief of the Scale, or he'll just swing with the Mardu Hateblade because he knows that it's Death Touch if he wants it. I'll take one because I don't want to lose my little looter here, so. Alright, so he's running out of morph. Do I want to loot? No. I think we're just going to run out of morph here. Cast this guy face down. I don't need him to stick around afterwards, so he can block the Hateblade, get killed, and I can just like reveal that I have the Monastery Flock, so I don't really care at that point. Or actually, well, no, if it blocks the Hateblade, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll block the Hateblade and let it trade, because I don't need... Well, or maybe I block this morph and flip it? It's hard to say, really. Debilitating injury on my morph, huh? Alright, fine. So he has a Ride Down in hand and a plane. So he's on Mardu and he's missing red. Gotcha. Fear the wrath of my -2/4. Block. Block. Take one. Well, I think I'm going to cast another morph here. I need to get enough power to kill that Chief of the Scale, because that thing is annoying. Like, seriously annoying. If he swings with everything, I will trade... Alright, so let's see. How do I want to do this? So this can just block there. That can block there. And that'll trade with that, because I really don't need the Monastery Flock, so... He'll just give his guy Death Touch. We'll get that part out of the way. Yep, your guy gets Death Touch. Okay. Alright, planes. Well, now I can actually play this guy, who he can't affect with any of his abilities, so I should be in decent enough shape to hold with that, because he won't swing his Chief of the Scales into it, I don't think. I'd be surprised if he did. He might, but again, I'd be surprised if he did. Okay, he's just going all in, so whatever. Actually, I'll probably just, let's see, we're just gonna block like this. Because I know his hand is right down, and I believe it still has a plains, and unless he played a plains. Sense. Okay. So you got it. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, Smite the Monster should be nice. It'll allow my Whirlwind Adept to kill a little something without risking itself. So he has Ride Down XX. So we have to figure out what his XX are. Alright, Swarm of Bloodflies. That is probably going to get actually smited once all is said and done here. So I will block there. Decisions. I don't really want to throw this under the bus. So I can take 5, kill that while crippling chilling something, or yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do it. Alright, so we're gonna just crippling chill. I didn't want to reveal it to my opponent that I had it right then, so because I want the prowess to be in like a triggered effect. Surprise, here you go effect, so. Even if I took the extra damage because of it. Okay. So Treasure Cruise costs 5 right now. That's still expensive as all get out. Alright, well I guess we just gotta sit back and wait. So we're not doing anything interesting, I guess. I hear a train in the background, but we'll see how loud it gets in the video. Yay for loud noises, I suppose. Kill shot. Go to hell. You just die. We don't want to do with you. Alright, you have an unyielding crew mine. One, 2, 3, 4. So I'd still have not enough mana for Winter Flame afterwards. I think I'm gonna wait and still just play defensive for now. Works out best if I just play defensive. If he swings like just these two, then I can Winter Flame, tap his blocker, and then use the damage to help kill something, I guess? I don't know, we'll see. I'll smite this guy, actually. Inbound train missile. Maybe. Soon. I can hear the figuring thing moving by. Anyways, whatever. Does I have to put up with that night? Like, alright. Anyways. Alright, we're gonna use Treasure Cruise now and get rid of all this stuff. Because I don't need that stuff anymore. So, let's get some prowess going on here. Ah! Hello, Goblinslide. Just a little late to the party, aren't we? I guess if I swing with this 6/4 Hexproofer, he has to block with both his guys, and I trade with both, at which point I have Goblinslide up. Oh, he's just gonna take it. Okay. So far, so good then. Alright. So now we just gotta use the advantage that we'll gain from Goblinslide each turn, hopefully, as long as we keep drawing down creature spells, and we'll be in reasonable shape. He still doesn't have a red for his ride down, so that helps me out. And I'll get to start looting each turn now. Oh, that'll be really good here. Let's do that. So we'll always yield to Goblinslide. Pay a mana to use it. My guys. Let's get in for 6, shall we? Wham! Take some damage. Alright, so now we have a choice here. We can either loot or we can Winter Flame. If we Winter Flame, we also get a guy out of the deal, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will tap. Well, nah, let's let him attack actually. Because if he okay, yep. The thing with using Winter Flame there is it didn't actually kill any of his guys, so it doesn't really assist me a lot. Alright, let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can kill him here. So we gotta tap both his guys, so we gotta freeze that down. And the prowess. So we'll pay for Goblinslide. And we will just go tap the Winter Flame. And pay for prowess. Or pay for Goblinslide. But yes! We won game 1 with our Just Guy Goblinslidey deck thing. Yes! Alright, we gotta get. Let's see how we can do in game 2 here. Huh? Alright, so based on how that went, my opponent's on a Mardu deck, which means he's definitely going to be aggressive. Monastery Flocks are going to be fine, actually, because they're either a 2-2 or they're a 0-5 to block, depending on what my opponent has. What's not going to be useful? Kara Spell Snatcher could be a little weak, but I think I'm still going to play it. These Whirlwind Adepts is a good win con. Sage is still good. Witness of Ages is still fine. So all my creatures are probably still fine. My tempo and removal is probably still actually good. So for the most part, I think everything stays the same. Trying to think if there's anything I need from my sideboard, and I don't really think there is. So I think we just submit. All right. See how we can do in game 2 then. Well, we already have one of our Goblinslides, so that's a plus. We're on the draw. We've got a few 3-mana spells. I'm gonna try it. Ideal draw is like red-white land, I think. Alright, so there's Mardu Hateblade from our opponent. Winter Flame will be useful eventually, but not just this second. Drawing a tapped land this turn would still be fine, because then I know that I'm just basically getting it out of the way before I need it, so that way my spells don't fall behind curve. But if I draw one next turn, I guess it's still something. My opponent slowed himself down by playing a tapped land of his own, so that helps me out. Another Hateblade. Okay. That's not a tempo. That's a Bloodfire Mentor. Okay. Can't really use a Bloodfire Mentor at the moment, so yeah. Come to think of it, this Mike the Monstrous is only so-so version. Okay, he has infinite cheap warriors, which is dangerous for me, actually. Quite dangerous for me. Alright, we actually did hit the land. Whew. Alright, let's play Goblinslide. So now our goal is to draw any untapped lands, so that way we can go Hordling Outburst, make 4 guys, and have a little defensive army going. Alright, there's one of our 10 red lands for if he needs his ride down at some point. I'm I'm going to take 4 this turn, which is unfortunate, but it's life. Untapped land. Alright, tapped land's still not the worst, so that's fine. What I'll do then is I'll play this Bloodfire Mentor to start preventing some damage. And then next turn we can do like Goblinslide and Kill Shot, or we can do Hordling Outburst, Goblinslide, all sorts of fun stuff. Ideally we can kill that off so that way a token can trade with one of the, or the tokens can trade with those. So, things to consider. Alright. Block. Take 2. Maybe get ridden down. Are we getting ridden down? We're getting ridden down. Oh. Splat. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's life. And he's outlasting some more. Okay. Another land, which is perfectly fine, actually. I think I'm going to do the Kill Shot, make a guy block a Mardu Hateblade plan for now. So, Kill Shot that. 1. Always yield to Goblinslide. Pay 1 for Goblinslide. Yes. Kill that. Block a Hateblade. Take 3. Still being fine. Alright, let's go Hordling Outburst and make a bunch of little guys now. I still want to always shield too. Make a bunch of guys. Worst case, I can jump block. Best case, I start being able to actually fend him off and kill him. So, the 2/6 is the problem right now. Maybe he'll start outlasting it again, and then I can nick it off with a smite. No? Alright. I'd rather not lose too much more life, and since these goblins are easily expendable, due to the fact that I get more every turn pretty much, I think I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, that could get dangerous. Could get very dangerous. Alright, double Winter Flame. That's pretty nice. For now, though, we're just going to play this. Because Nightblade doesn't have Death Touch itself yet, unless he, you know, puts a counter on it. So, and if he does, I could always go like Winter Flame, kill it with both my Winter Flames, get 2 goblins, mass block the disowned ancestor, and just kill it. But he's opting to outlast again, which is nice for me. Alright. His outlasts work out fine for me because of my Smite the Monstrous, so all I need is for him to outlast one of these things to power 4, and then I'm in really good shape. Oh, that'll be fun. We'll always yield to the prowess back too. Goblinslide! Wee goblins! All you gotta do is just throw enough goblins at a problem, and your problem will go away eventually. Whether or not your problem is the goblins is a different story, but... Alright, he's put that guy up to 4, and that guy up to 4? Oh boy, this is gonna be like Christmas. So... I think we're gonna wait. We're going to Winter Flame. Actually, no. Let's do this. Let's just go with 2 damage to that right now. Get in for a whole bunch of damage here. And make certain we have plenty of guys up to block. Always do that one. Goblinslide! I'm going to leave back 3 guys. So we'll just get in with all of those. Smack. There goes like half your health. Next turn I think I can take it all out. Smite the Monstrous or Winter Flame. Let's see, maybe I can't take it all out. Depends. Depends on what we draw, I suppose. Over the course of the next 2 turns, I might be able to take it all out, though. Just because of so many goblins. But we'll see. So how about we just smite you? Smoted, smite. Yeah, just kill it. Infinite goblins! What is someone to even do against so many goblins? I think we're just going to attack with all the hasted ones. Leave back up. We'll lose 2 goblins. Whatever. They're dime a dozen. He'll take 3, go to 11. Next turn I can Winter Flame, tap a guy, make 2 more. Then Treasure Cruise will be reduced by 6. Interesting. I have options. Actually, Winter Flame kills this, taps this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's just dead. Cool. He's just dead. So, tap, kill. Obviously, I think he'll morph his guy in response because his guy is probably the... his guy is probably the one that can survive that if he flips. Well, anything can really almost survive that if it flips. Yeah? What else? Possibly. Flip your thing to figure out what it is. Ah, Master of Pearls, you say. Alright, so... if I swing with everything, he blocks there. He takes 8. I could still die, so... we're going to play this a little bit safe. I'll trade with his master. No, I don't want to trade with his master pearls. We'll just swing with all these little goblins. More goblins. I'm playing it safe. I'd rather play it safe. So he says he has 16 lands. He's drawn 9. Let me guess. He'll say another land or something like that. Well, yeah, okay. Alright, whatever. What you got? So I cannot move. Alright! Goblinslide 1 round 1! Yeah! Alright, I guess we'll see you all in round 2 then.